$1 million to on the spot start talking about a certain topic with no breaks for 30 minutes, what would you start talking
I'd probably go with all the little linguistic intricacies and details that you can find in Pokemon names. For example, recently the Pokemon Dunsparce got an evolution called the Dunsparce, and a lot of people took this Pokemon and its name to be kind of a troll, and yeah, it kinda is. But it also uses a linguistic tool called reduplication, where we repeat all or sometimes part of a word to adjust the meaning. And English uses reduplication with things like you instead of just liking you, right? But other languages use reduplication in different ways, right? Like in Tagalog, the verb kain, right, eat, right? When we make that future tense, we reduplicate the first syllable and make kakain. And with the dunsparce, we're also reduplicating that first syllable, but we're using it to signal that it's bigger, longer, and stronger. Another good one is cufant, which can be took as just cute elephant, but it is just a baby, so that fant can be infant as well. And it has this copper exterior, and Cu is the periodic table abbreviation for copper, right? Like, it's brilliant work here. We've also got beartic, which is a combination of bear and arctic, which is good enough for an icy polar bear looking thing. But what's good about this name is that arctic also means bear, right? So you're getting a double whammy of bears with this Pokemon. Another good one is hydreigon, or maybe you call it hydreigon, which is a three-headed monster, right? It's a hydra and a dragon, but the kicker on this name is that dry is German for three, right? So we got the dragon element, we got the hydra element, we've got the specificity that it's a three-headed dragon element, and this might just be a coincidence, but it kind of looks like a hydrangea. Now, it's very obvious that Ninetales is a reference to how many tails the Pokemon has, but vulpix also references the tail, right? Like, we start off with vulpus or vulpine, right, relating to foxes, and then we have that ix coming from six, because this Pokemon has got six tails, and also that ix, right, Roman numeral for 9, which maybe is a reach, or maybe it was foreshadowing. Aerodactyl is a combination of air, maybe aeroplane, but I don't think it's aeroplane, and pterodactyl, right? But dactyl on its own means finger, right? Pterodactyl is like finger wing, winged fingers, stuff like that, right? So aerodactyl, if it's not finger wing, it would be air fingers or something along those lines, right? And I feel like they knew that when they was naming it, because they kept it Greek just like pterodactyl is kept Greek, right? So to me, it's almost like in an alternate universe, like scientists in real life could have reasonably named that fossil dinosaur creature an actual aerodactyl. And last one for now is one that's really just my own idea. I wouldn't confirm this with anybody, but for iron jugulis, I feel like they went with jugulis instead of iron neck or iron hydra or something similar in that way, because jugulis sounds more scientific, right? Like how animals have scientific names, like a wolf is Canis lupus, right? I feel like they went with jugulis because it's more of that scientific name type of thing, because jugulis is also Latin. And why I think this is because there's at least an assumption within the game by some people that this Pokemon is a little bit more biological than some of the other ones. Like, text in the game says that people think that this might be the result of Hydreigon having sex with a robot, whereas other Paradox Pokemon from the future, like Iron Moth, is described as a UFO, and Iron Valiant, I believe, is described as more of a full-on robot. But this is a little bit more of a hybrid creature. So maybe they gave it a more scientific name like Jugulis instead of the regular generic English name like Moth. But yeah, I can go on and on for 30 minutes about this topic if you want, right? Like, that's not really an issue.